how's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo. And we won!
You'd lead us in with that?
Really?
We watched the 12th
And
final episode of Girlish Number. If you want to check out our reaction to the 12th and final episode of Girlish Number, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, on this episode of Girlish Number,
we won.
We won. Well, yeah, so I guess at the beginning it's kind of giving us a little bit of a... I almost want to say bait and switch, because it had Chitose being depressed looking, but she really wasn't in this episode.
Yeah, but I think it was... I don't know, it kind of sets up the whole, what's the trope, run for your love, or in this case, run for your job scenario that makes up the A part of this episode. So, I don't know, maybe a false emotion, but for the exposition's sake.
Yeah. But I actually really enjoy the inner dialogue that happens on her way to work, where she's like, oh, it was just the buses were late. It doesn't really matter if I don't show up anyway. I really have to go. But I could just blame it on the train and go home. And then Gojo texts her and was like, "You better not be late. I'll fucking kill you."
Hurry up or I'll kill you.
And that's a spark.
Such a loving brother.
I know, right? That's
definitely the start that put a fire under her ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the whole real theme of it is. She realizes, hey, people count on me, and Tony Chan's gonna kill me if I don't show up. That's a good motivation.
Yeah, she definitely has a change of heart in this episode. Basically she starts actually caring about her job and being a decent voice actress.
And not just like showing up and going through the motions.
Yeah. I really thought that they were going to play up the whole fact that she broke her phone a little bit more.
I thought that was going to be more of a factor as well, but I guess they wanted to focus more on, after they record the final episode.
Yeah.
And Tawada's secret project. Part of Kuzu.
Kuzu's secret project. When she finally gets to the studio, she has that little speech, which I thought was really well. The big thing about Watari's series is that the dialogue is always really good. So that speech, typically those type of things come off as really, really cheesy. Yeah. But I felt that came off as, reasonably natural.
As natural as you can get.
Yeah, as natural as you can get for a cheesy, I'm sorry, I suck, but, now I realize that I should get better.
It's definitely better than anything I saw in Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, damn.
Those are some cheesy moments.
Yeah. And then we see a little bit of the recording for the final episode of Kusure, which Chitose actually sounds really good in.
Oh yeah. I mean, it showed all of them.
For the first time in this series, we showed all of them acting at the same time.
Interestingly enough, it was a nice motivational speech between the five of them.
Mm-hmm. And I also like the running joke in this episode of the yell that Chitose wasn't getting right from the first episode of the series. Yeah! But it keeps coming back. Chitose does it a number of times. Kuzu does it a couple of times. I like Kuzu's though. The second one that he does after he stops the group of fans from mobbing Chitose. Yeah, and then he has the comical cartoony
Sonic legs there.
Sonic
like
legs, and yeah. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That sort of madcap rush to get something done on time. It totally reminded me of the final episode of Shirobako.
Mm-hmm. It really did.
Except a trillion times less surreal, but it's still kind of that.
Yeah, putting it into perspective, this madcap rush to get things done on time was less cartoony.
Oh yeah,
than Shirobako.
It's tame by comparison.
However, I would consider Shirobako to be a more realistic series overall.
Yeah, I mean, except for that scene in the final episode, it's a very, it's a lot more dry, really. A lot less humorous moments, less focused on inter-character relationships than it is a portrayal of the industry.
But yeah, I quite liked this episode. It's I wasn't sure what we would get as far as final episodes go.
Yeah,
because if looking at Origairu, which is Wataru's big work that I've seen, the final episodes from both from season 1, I kind of mark off episode 13 because it wasn't that was a little side story type thing. It wasn't really part of the series as a whole, in my opinion. But the ending of episode 12 of that one, and then the ending of the second season of Origairu, they're both a lot more almost bittersweet.
That's what I was kind of expecting because, well, obviously you got the historical precedents, but with as sort of jaded as Chitose has become over the past couple episodes about the job, it kind of would have made sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if they had gone that way.
Yeah. So not nothing ending in total disaster, but maybe she thinks to herself, maybe I can do this. Sorry, gentlemen. Apparently I was supposed to wake up right about now.
Make sure that mine's not about to go off. Now that you've thoroughly embarrassed yourself, let me make sure that I don't do the same. Which is a good point, because mine was going to go off in about 5 minutes.
Hey, that song's dope. I do not consider that an embarrassment, more of a technical difficulty.
Yes, allow me to change mine too.
All together now.
Okay, all my webs are off.
Okay.
I have multiple, so I have to make sure they're all off now. And they are. Otherwise, I would have had one come up in 15 minutes.
We're professionals, everybody.
Totally.
Technically. Bittersweet endings. Because that would make sense for a Wataru work.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe, okay, Chitose is maybe on stage. You know what? Maybe I can turn this around and then just fade out of the concert. But to have her kind of come clean to the rest of the Kusuri cast, and actually, really to everyone, because Kuzu makes it, audible to everyone present.
That scene was funny too. Huh. It's the red one.
Oh.
That one.
Classic Kuzu, though.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I've been on a soundstage like that. It can be pretty interesting to mess up something.
Well, especially one of professional quality, we got all the switches and dials and everything. And unless you're the sound engineer who set that up, you haven't the foggiest on what does what.
It was actually for me. It was volunteer work as a light stagehand, but it was all done in the same office, right? And it was for a church, so it was very small time.
But you still got a mixer and all your boards there together.
Oh, it was a huge mixer.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was, they were putting on a small concert, right? And you messed up with one little, if you touched one little dial in just the wrong way, it messes up the entire audio or sync or everything. Oh God, it was so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like just in the flow of water in Minecraft. I mean, you put one little thing out of place, and then you get all these vortexes and ripples and everything, kind of fucking everything up.
Interesting analogy.
That's what I think. Anyhow, but yeah, Kuzu. Oh my God, I like his development from comical jackass to more comical, really, than anything. Not a total jackass anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, his development in the past few episodes was really good.
Yeah, he's been upgraded from trash. He's recyclable.
Which means that he's still trash, but you can reuse him.
Exactly. Exactly that.
Yeah, all in all, I just thought this was a great last episode.
Yeah, it's not the bittersweet ending we were expecting. Not a downer as it easily could have been. Feel good ending.
Ended off on top. We had a completely different song that was.
Oh yeah, because it's
nice.
a secret project. So I assume that's Girlish Number's debut single.
No, actually, their debut single would have been the opening for Kusure, for the first season of Kusure. They did talk about it previously, where Chitose got all excited because they sold like 10,000 copies or something.
Right.
But I did mention it at the beginning of the episode before we started watching it, that I was very surprised in this series that it focused so little on that, their the actual unit, Girlish Number. Because the show is called Girlish Number, and at the very beginning when Kuzu and Namba, the older guy, when they were first picking out the voice actors for the parts in Kusure, they initially were picking them out specifically for forming them into a unit and having them do songs for the anime.
And have the performances of the units be the real draw, not the voice acting itself.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of expecting the series to go more along the lines of another series about voice actors, Soregaseyu, in that respect, where it just follows the core of the unit as they go through their various appearances and concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the struggles of the newbie actors.
Yeah. Overall, I think I enjoyed this series better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think it was some thought, but this is still a very enjoyable series.
But the writing in this one's better. But, it comes
far.
from a professional writer and not a professional voice actress. So that probably has something to do with it.
Now I'm thinking, this would have been awesome if the two kind of collaborated. So you get that rough kind of jaded real world experience of watch higher, but then you get that industry experience that you see in Soregaseyu.
I would dare to say that he has at least some knowledge of the industry, being since he has had a couple of anime, so he has been able to sit in on the actual voice actor side, and probably even talk to a bunch of voice actors too.
I would not be at all surprised if the author of Kusure is an allegory for Wataru himself.
Oh, I'm sure that it is. Especially in this episode when he basically gets motivated to write again, and they're taught, and they basically make it seem out to be as a original anime project, which is what this was. So, yeah, I'm kind of wondering what's going on there.
But going back to the idea of those two writers getting together and making something new. Quality Code.
I always get a little bit nervous about that.
Fair enough.
Too many cooks in the same kitchen. I mean,
Too many cooks won't.
you could have hopes.
It might, something like that might turn out for the better because it wouldn't be two writers.
I'd say it'd be a writer and a voice actress.
Yeah. It would be.
Not three very popular writers. More or less trying to get the spotlight.
A lot of times it could turn out okay. It could turn out really bad. You know, it really just depends. As we've said a lot for Quality Code, it seemed to be the fact that the three writers thing just didn't mesh very well.
Yeah.
Good idea, but not in practice.
Bad execution.
Yeah.
Not for lack of effort, though. It's just didn't work out as well.
Yeah.
So can't really dock them on that.
But yeah, I think that we've said all that we can about this episode.
Yeah, I mean, a nice sort of feel-good ending. I guess you could associate with sort of Idol series. And you even get to your nice insert song at the very end, or your new ending credits song, which was nice. And,
officially, it was an insert song.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, then they had the scene at the bar. I gotta say, drunk guy, adorable. Just the whole little blob of cuteness there.
No, probably my favorite one. It was right at the end of their little conversation when they all kind of pulled back, and Kazuha had like a cherry stem in her mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna get that too. You
sick fuck. It was adorable.
It was, yeah. That too.
You sick fuck. So I think it would be appropriate to end this one off with which one's your favorite?
Best girl?
Yeah, who's your favorite girl in the series?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm split between Kazuha and Koto. Dang it. And this sounds really wrong with me, but I think I like Kazuha better when she's slightly buzzed. I feel like a horrible human being, I know.
Yeah, you should.
What about you, Zero?
He's done giving himself foot and mouth disease.
Enough rope to hang myself with.
Mine would probably be Momoka or Chitose. I have a thing for redheads.
Valid. Crazy redhead.
But in terms of personality, I like Momoka.
Yeah, I would have to, for me personally, I would have to go with Koto or Chitose. For some reason, I really like Koto. Not sure why.
To quote Cooper in Eurotrip, she's the cool guy with long hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the most kind of down-to-earth type.
Yeah, she's definitely down to earth and laid back.
Laid back, kind of at ease wherever she is.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the consensus is Koto's best girl.
Well, not consensus. Majority. Anyway. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and leave it off here. But let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this series on Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See
you
next time.
Really? You're going to end us off with that?
See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga Talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon.